Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be discussing what I thought of the latest and very exciting, so awesome new episode of our favorite show, The Mandalorian. The 6th episode dropped yesterday on Disney Plus. I just got done watching it a short while ago. Oh, and it left a big smile on my face. Now, of course, before I go on, please be warned, this is going to be a spoiler-filled episode review. If you're not caught up on The Mandalorian by this episode or the past couple episodes, don't keep watching or listening as I will be going into spoiler details. So, you have been warned. That being said, let's jump right in. Man, what a rich cast of characters we had in this episode. The perfect band of mercenaries who end up double-crossing our hero. And then, of course, instead of killing them, he throws them into a prison cell, which is fitting because they're on a prisoner transport ship. It was just so awesome to see, such talented actors who have been with the franchise for so long, taking on new roles. Like the guy with the devil horns, Blurg, whatever his name was, that was Clancy Brown. Yes, Savage Opress himself, and the voice of Mr. Krabs on SpongeBob SquarePants. Overall, super talented actor, both in live action and in voiceover work, and it was so awesome to see him in the flesh in the Star Wars universe as a scary, badass-looking alien. The woman who played the Twi'lek, who, of course, was the Mandalorian's ex-girlfriend, apparently. I think you might not have recognized her at first, but as I was looking up the cast later after the episode aired, I was like, oh my god, she's the wildling woman from Game of Thrones, and she was also, I think, Bellatrix Lestrange, or she was another character from the Harry Potter films. Anyway, she's no stranger to fantasy and the fantasy sci-fi genre, and she was awesome as the murderous Twi'lek, who didn't hesitate twice to double-cross her ex-boyfriend. Yeah, so she was great, and then I loved the droid who looked like the Fly. It reminded me a lot of like the sci-fi character The Fly from back in the 50s. Not really the Jeff Goldblum version from years ago, but more like the 1950s version, just based on the way his eyes look. And then we had a great character actor, Mark Boone Jr., playing the guy who headed the whole operation and who was friends with the Mandalorian, although I doubt they're ever going to be friends or trust each other again after the double crossing that was going on. But man, what an exciting episode. So much was happening with an interesting supporting cast of characters. The best part is that most of them survived this except the droid, so they could easily return for future episodes. If not this season, maybe next season we'll see them again, because it sure was a delight seeing them all interact with one another and with the Mandalorian, of course. And then another cameo, little hidden cameo they had in there was the guy who was playing the young guy who was being held at gunpoint, and the Mandalorian was trying to reason with him. That actor, his name is Matt Lantner. Many of you are going to recognize and know who he is, and some of you may not, but he was the voice of Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars The Clone Wars, the animated series. That's right, they got the guy who voiced Anakin from the animated show to play a character in this live-action show, which was great. I mean, as a huge nerd, of course, I'm going to know that, but I bet many people didn't even know or recognize him from that particular series. But hey, now you know, and that's awesome. Just like this whole episode, it was exciting. It was kind of like a prison break-in type of film and a breakout movie, almost like a heist film, it kind of felt like. And, we got some more backstory on the Mandalorian, and we got to see him interact with other awesome, galactic mercenaries just like him, basically, except hardly any of them had the same level of honor or, code of honor or integrity that the Mandalorian had. I did think it was interesting how he was trying to peacefully talk his way out of this, little tense scenario where everyone was holding guns at each other before his ex-girlfriend killed the poor guy with a knife to the neck. But I thought it was interesting how he was actually trying to like not have any unnecessary bloodshed happen unless it had to happen. But maybe that shows some growth on his behalf, or maybe he's not always the bloodthirsty menace that he sometimes come off as, because we've seen him kill. He certainly has no qualms about killing, but there is a part of him that obviously has a conscience because he's still protecting adorable baby Yoda. And I cannot wait to see what happens next. So now that he's got his credits, he's got his money, even though his employer double-crossed him, he returned the favor. I love that he turned on that tracker on the guy that they rescued, and then the rebel ships arrived. By the way, one of those rebel pilots was another Star Wars cameo. That one of them was Dave Filoni, the creator of both Star Wars: The Clone Wars and Rebels, and who is has a big presence on this show as a producer or a director, I think. But he was playing one of the X-wing pilots, which was also a huge delight. So that was awesome. Just overall, a very exciting, fun, action-packed episode with some awesome characters, and I can't wait to watch it again. This might be my second favorite episode next to episode 2. So guys, what did you think of The Mandalorian? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions and your feedback down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend. The Mandalorian airs new episodes every Friday only on Disney+. Have a great night, guys, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.